Heyo, what's good? It's your boy Shays, back at you again with another Ever Crisis video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day or night, as always, and yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Today, we are going to be looking at the most recent Crisis Dungeon, and that is Grastia Path. Obviously, we're going to be doing the very hard mode. Hopefully, everybody by now can do the normal and hard on their own. If you do struggle with it, let me know in the comments and I'll help you out. So, I'm going to give you everything you need to know, absolutely everything, to get an S+ in this dungeon. I'm going to cover the whole thing, items, bosses, trances, you name it, I got you. So that you don't have to waste your precious time or your precious tickets on trying to get an S+ and figuring the dungeon out. Now, if you haven't done it before, it is a bit of a tricky one, so let's get into it. As always, there are tons of useful characters, but you can bring pretty much whoever you want. I recommend these characters because they all have something that's pretty good for the dungeon, but you can bring whoever you want. Tons of useful weapons as well, even the ones I haven't even listed all of them here, and there are a bunch, so yeah. Out of these that I've listed, I'd say Yuffie's Arctic Star and 4-point Shuriken are pretty good. Zidane's Sword and Guard Gloves are great for this as well, for the non-elemental damage. Tifa's Amaranth Claws and Matt's Slick Beetle or another physical attack down weapon are going to work wonders. You want to bring a healing SNO for poison and fatigue. You want to bring a single target cure even if you have AoE, a debrave or physical attack down weapon. You want to bring circle and X sigils, and for X sigil you want to bring magic and physical for some of the bosses that counter one or the other. The Astral Iron Giant is finally making his comeback after his long hiatus, and he's the first boss. He gives us either physical attack, magic, or poison resist. Then you'll see what I mean about the sigils. Rufus has a stream phase where you need Ruinra, so magical ruin, to break his stream phase without him countering you because he counters physical, to bring X Ruinra. Same thing for the Behemoth, except it's the opposite. He's going to counter magical, so he will counter Ruinra. Instead, you want to bring Ruin Blow. And you want to bring X, of course, and then he won't counter you. Then Hojo's failed experiment is once again showing its ugly face here. Take him out and you can get certain buffs and debuff durations. Finally, the final boss is the Green Dragon. So I've got a couple of routes. The defensive route is poison resist from the Iron Giant, then going to Rufus and grabbing physical defense. Rufus second just because he's a little bit more annoying at a higher crisis level than the Behemoth. So I would go Behemoth third, grab the defense, then the Specimen and grab the defense durations, and finally the Green Dragon. Next up, the physical attack route. Iron Giant, you're going to take physical attack. Then you're going to the Behemoth because he gives physical attack as well. Then if you're struggling with damage or you don't have a physical defense debuff, then you want to go to Rufus third for the defense. And if you do have a debuff and not struggling with damage, you want to go to the Specimen third. And then you can do the other one fourth and go to the Dragon last. The magic attack route is very similar, except you take obviously the magic attack, and then you go to Rufus second because he gives you the magic attack as well. Then the same thing as the previous route, go to the Specimen third if you have a magic defense debuff and not struggling with taking a lot of damage. If you are taking a lot of damage, go to the Behemoth third so you can grab defense. For my route, I went pretty much the defensive route with one difference. I went with physical attack from the Iron Giant, and then the rest of it I went defenses so that I could have a relaxed, chilled run. And if you want to see how items affect your score, as always, there it is. I got you. So, my team for this dungeon is Sephiroth. I'm using his magic attack outfit and his limit break, edged wings, and I'm using the Shinra Blade for the non-elemental damage. Then he's bringing a healing Essener for poison, and he's bringing 2 ruins, 1 Ruinra for circle, and a Ruin Blow for X. Most of the bosses are going to have X sigils. It's just the final boss that you have to have circle for. As for his sub-equipment, we've got these, and that gives us 8.5k HP and 3.3 magic attack. He's got M attack 7 as always, and Ice Potency 6. He's also got boost HP level 4 and boost magic ability potency level 4. Then my next character, I'm bringing my boy Cloud with 8k HP and 3k physical. I'm bringing his Zidane's outfit and his limit break, Zidane's sword, and Sky Splitter. Then this bad boy is just a whatchamacallit. This is a Ruin Blow for circle and a Ruin Blow for X. The Blizzard is a stat stick. So his sub-equipment gives him P attack 7, boost physical ability potency 6, and then whatever. And then finally for my healer, this time I'm giving Matt a try. My Matt's not very good, but he's got 8.2k HP and 2k heal. I don't have an outfit for him, so I'm just bringing this purple outfit. And his gigantic shield is quite nice. I'm bringing him for the Slick Beetle, which gives physical attack decrease by mid potency. The enemies like to do a lot of physical attacks and buff their physical attacks, so I've also got my AoE heal, a single target heal, a healing Essener for poison, and of course the X sigil break. I've gone into like full heal for his sub-weapons, so he doesn't have offensive stats. It's HP 4, heal 6, and that's more or less it. And that is my team. So let's take a look at the map real quick. You're going to start on the bottom left. Then you are forced to face the Astral Iron Giant first. After that, you have your choice. On the... there will be a random battle here, lest I forget. Then you will have your choice between the next 3 bosses, however you want to do it. Rufus is on the middle left side. And on the middle right side is the Behemoth. And then all the way at the top is the Specimen. There's another random battle after you grab that chest there. And then you make your way all the way down through this corridor to the boss, and you will be accosted with a random battle not there, but actually higher up. This is where it is, another random battle, and then you can take on the boss. So, let's get into my run, shall we? I had far from a perfect run, but as always, it's good enough for an S+, so I'm cool with it. In this fight, you kind of want to control your healer and your debuffer. You want to debuff his physical attack before Helm Splitter goes off, and then heal after Helm Splitter goes off. Then after that, he's going to do about 2 attacks, and you want to make sure your physical attack debuffer has his ATB as high as possible after the 2 attacks. So that's 1. And that's the second one. So very soon he's going to use Inspirit to raise his physical attack by 4 points. And you want to be ready, because you need to remove that as fast as possible. There it is. And you want to remove it so that he doesn't one-shot you. And then defend the Grand Sword, obviously. Now after this, he does a bunch of sweeping attacks. So heal up, and you can actually manage your stance so that you are defending every time he does a sweeping attack, so you take a little less damage, unlike what I just did. Then lower his physical attack, keep healing, and keep DPSing, and you should be good. After a while, he will go into his stream phase, where you need X sigil break. Use your limit breaks as soon as they come up. Then you can break his stream phase and use the interrupt to heal and finish him off. I guess his comeback was not so glorious after all, right? I did not get a great score for this, 37k. All good though, not a big deal. Okay, you can grab the poison resist if you want to run that, or magic or physical. Grab whatever's best for your run, hope you've planned it out. Next, you want to run up and face these random mobs. You want to take on the right hand one first, the twin brain, because he goes down pretty easy. Then the left hand side, leaving the Tripapillus for last, because he's annoying. Yeah, a lot of people have mixed feelings about these guys. Some people hate them because of how much damage they do and how threatening they are. Others love them because they are durable and let you charge your limit breaks. Let me know what you think about those guys. So grab the tents and then head back on down if you are doing my run and face Rufus. Pop a tent. I pop a magic jelly on Sephiroth and a power jelly on Cloud. And yeah, take out Darkstar as soon as possible before he gets his link attack off. And then defend the blast shot. I ran this without a healing SNO for fatigue, so I just kind of tanked the fatigue. You also want to use your limit breaks as soon as possible. And then yeah, he's going to fatigue one of your characters. Just keep DPSing. Topping up on heals as needed. Make sure you have X ready for his quick reload. And then smash him during the interrupt phase. Some more fatigue, and then he goes into counter ship. So this is where you need magical X sigil break. So Ruinra X Ruinra. Because if you use Ruin Blow, then he's going to counter you with a blast shot. In my case, I actually didn't bring a magical X, so do as I say, not as I do. There you can see the counter. It's for illustrative purposes, you know. So because I messed up, I had to pivot and end up using a limit break to finish him off. Hopefully you won't need to do that. $60k, still good. Grab whatever's best for your run that you are doing. Mine, I took physical defense, because all of these guys hit pretty hard and pretty fast with physical attacks. And as I said, a bunch of them buff their physical attack, and you really don't want that. Next up is the Behemoth. Lowering the enemy's physical attack. Pretty much every boss in this is always a good shot, so I'm using Matt for that. Dropping my limit breaks as soon as possible. And staying topped up on heals, of course. This happened to line up for me, so I used my gigantic shield for the body slam. And then I forgot to switch, or I wasn't quick enough to switch to defense. Oh, I was. Must have been another boss. Excuse me. Defend the body slam. And it won't be long until he goes into his stream phase, which is similar to Rufus. There it is, alert, requires X, but it has to be physical. If you do magical X, he's going to counter you with flare, and it's not going to be pretty, trust me. So you can use his interrupt phase to heal up and finish him off. Easy peasy. 61k, looking good. Again, grab whatever you need for your run. For me, it was physical defense. And then it's just the specimen and the boss. So I popped another tent here. So for the specimen, physical attack down is also always good, but he will soon use his Mako Expulsion, so you want to have your Poison Essence ready if you didn't go for Poison Resist, of course. Cleanse yourself. And Limit Break as soon as you get them. Then you will go into a stream phase, summon his ads. Forget the ads, just break his stream phase. And then once again, use the interrupt phase to top up on heals and finish him off. Yeah, you can grab whatever's good for you. I went for the defense up duration because I have Gigantic Shield. And that is a pretty nice combo. Now you can sprint all the way to the boss, fighting a random battle on your way there. Same thing applies. Take out the Twin Brain, who's on the left this time first. Then the middle, the Vargodopolis. And just make sure you staying topped up, because these guys can actually kill you. They have the annoying AoE plus 2 annoying single targets. So be very careful and use this fight to get your limit breaks and or summons maxed out once again. Cool, that is that. Grab the Ethers and Mega Elixir. Use whatever items you need to. In my case, I just dropped the final tent, and then I also dropped boosts for my characters, so Power Jelly for Cloud and Matt, and Magic Jelly for Sephiroth. I also dropped an Ether so that I have enough ATB to take out the ads, because he comes with 2 ads. You want to take out the ads as soon as possible, and then defend the Poison Shriek. And then of course, have your healing SNOs ready unless you took the poison resist from the first boss. And cleanse those as soon as possible. Also drop your limit breaks as soon as possible. I interrupted his, this is the one, I interrupted his stomp with Gigantic Shield, but then I forgot to change back to defense. He took the damage anyway. I also took a little while to use my limit breaks. I should have popped them sooner, but is what it is. You can see he's not very tanky. After a while, he will go into his stream phase, use a few crushing bites, and this is where you will need both X and Circle Sigil, which is why I told you to bring it in the beginning. So you probably need at least 2 Circle Sigils, unless you have a Circle Sigil boost, then you might be good with 1. I brought 2 because I didn't have a boost with this build. And then yeah, once you've interrupted him, make sure you top up and DPS as much as possible. Try and finish him in the interrupt phase, or at least finish him before he gets his next move off, the Dragon Dive. Sadly, I did not manage to. My limit breaks came up just afterwards. But yeah, if this happens to you, not a train smash. Just tank it, heal up, and finish the sucker. And there, as you can see, not a perfect run by any means, but it still managed to net me that juicy S+, and hopefully it'll do the same for you. Hopefully everything in this guide has been useful, and stay tuned for more videos. There it is, S+. Thank you so much for watching. As always, have a fantastic day or night once again, and see ya!